Alright, greetings all. It's time to get to the last bank heist. But before we do, I figure I should note something. If you note down here, it's basically showing a 4 instead of a 3 from before, and they've got a lower number. I've actually gone infamous again, so I've actually respec my character. And I'm actually now a mastermind ghost, so no more of these enforcer skills or technician skills are really here. More so, I'm now more of like, for the silent type of approach to these heists. And I guess that's what we'll basically be trying for immediately here for the last bank heist. And I went to the wrong thing there again. So, contract broker. We're going to go to Bank Heist Pro. And I think we'll go very hard, just because why not? I will try and stealth it initially, but I'm actually going to show you more or less my standard approach to these bank heists. What you basically, probably what would be the best type of layout, basically go for them. We're going to buy everything except for the insider information there. And that. So note that my character here, I'm going in with essentially 75 concealment. Also note that I bought every asset in here except for the vantage point and the insider info. The insider info here, there's actually this buy to show it. Basically what the intel is supposed to be doing is basically telling you where like the manager is and his key, or the alarm switches you have to watch out for, security. Though the problem is that you may not know exactly where these specifically are going to be in the heist. The intel doesn't change, like this map, even though the security could be right here instead of right there. Or the, what else? Basically, besides that, the vault, it's showing right here in the back here, but it could be in the front as well. Be nice if it's like this, but it may not exactly be like that. Vantage point, we'll skip that just because I don't really enjoy vantage points for much. We're going to pick up ECMs, and let's go. Alright, so we're just going to jump in. So, more or less when jumping into these bank heists myself, I generally go in with 75 maximum concealment and a silencer. And the reason for doing that is you don't really need to have high concealment for this heist. This heist is perfectly doable in stealth with no concealment basically on your character. And the main reason is doable like that is for the simple reason is that there's not a whole lot of places where you really need that high concealment to avoid being detected. More often than not, you'll basically run around this heist, and basically I'm killing the guy back here. There's like no way over there is going to see me because they're going to have their head turned and they're going to be a little bit too far away to really notice me. Inside the actual the roof and stuff like that, there's usually if they're able to see you in free, then it's not really going to help you too much if you're Alright, so we got a bank manager there, the camera there, that guy's up there. I actually want to get that guard before he goes anywhere else. That's actually a good place to kill a guard up there, so we're going to go this way. Note I haven't masked up yet, I'm still in casing mode. So I can possibly use that to sort of go around stuff. If basically, once I put the mask on, I'm going to be very detectable, but without the mask on, I can run around a little bit easier. Hopefully. Like, see, I'm able to run around this camera here, for example. I won't be able to run around the other camera, the one that is next to the door, because it's very too close, but I can run around this one. And this guy's dead. And this is a great place to kill this guy, because he's just in such a convenient area where no one's going to be around to get him. I can actually leave his body here and no one's going to find him. And that's ideal because my escape van's in a place where there's no way I can get to the body assets with full concealment. And they're going to call in for someone to look for a camera. But note that because the bio assets over there, even with a concealment free, it's a real hassle being able to go over there and hopefully get it. So it's good that it's great to have the 75 concealment because there's no way it's going to get to the buy-bag asset with free concealment, pretty much, more or less. I might be able to do it, but it's very easy to get detected even with the free concealment when the buy-bag asset's right there. I'm sure this jamming there. Anyways, right now I've killed this camera here. The basic goal I'm going for is waiting for a guard to pop up onto the roof. He'll either walk through this door over there, or he'll walk over here to this stairway over here to get up. I don't know exactly which one he's going to come from. He could come from here. Could come from that way. Guards in their pathing, they make it fairly good and random, so you really don't know which way they're going to come for you sometimes. You can, like, eliminate the ways that they can travel to you, but here it's just, there's an open door and then there's the way up. There's always going to be over here, over there for a roof. And we're taking a little bit of a while, but he's finally up here, so that's great. I'm gonna... Crap. He fired. So, we got him loud. Boo-hoo. But, basically, if you screw up, I'm in full gear, so it's not as big an issue, so we can just, do this the loud way. Looks like the bank vault's over here on the back side. I probably should have shot that guard, but I want to get into a better position where it wouldn't, knock it back into a place where it'd be inconvenient to kill him. A key core let me get into the security room, I guess, so why not? Kill him. Now, these ECMs are entirely useless. If you basically fail and you still have them in the bank heist, you have these ATMs you can use them on, so 1, 2, net a little bit of extra cash. $44,000 to be exact. Just going to do a quick check here for packages. I don't see any. Okay, good. And you're down. Now, sadly, I'm not a technician, so this drill won't restart unless I'm here to fix it up. So I'll have to do that. Also note that I'm very reliant on these, placed ammo bags and doctor bags for this heist, for a simple reason that I brought ECMs, just in case, I wanted to try and stealth it, and I failed, but, whatever, it's still there, those assets, and they'll help me out for considering my health and ammo. A little bit of lag at the most inopportune moment. We get to go loud. I mean, assault time, but we are about to. Whoops. Also note that guy put his hands up there, and the reason he did that is because essentially my character has this ability that makes guys surrender. And the reason I have that ability is just, for multiplayer. If I'm playing with other people, I can use the ability to cause a cop to surrender so I can trade the cop for the player if they're in custody. It's not really good for single player, but I mean, this is a game for multiplayer, and that's my contribution for his character. Oops. He died. immediately. Now, sadly, the bots like to shoot people regardless of whether they're going to surrender or not. They fixed it somewhat compared to like the original game. The original game was just horrible. The bots would just, you know, shoot even the hostages that are tied down, but there's a guy basically surrendering. And basically when they surrender like that, the bots will stop shooting at them, thankfully. Oh. You gotta watch for a bulldozer, so he's down. Bots mopped up a little bit of damage there for me, so I didn't get the full brunt of that. Now, note that they can't free them, these cops. They can free their friends, obviously, just like the civs. So do. Alright, so basically we've, you know, survived there a little bit. More or less, you know, this is just, you know, the same as like the loud Tommy did with deposit. Except that the real fruit of what the, you know, the pro job for Bank Heist is about is when you basically get through it here. Essentially, in 100 seconds, you're going to see what, you know, the surprise part of this heist is all about, basically. "90 seconds. Now let's loot the mini safe in here. As you can see, nothing's really in that safe, so I don't really care too much about it, but kill them. Oh, flashbanged. Yeah, flashbangs. Annoying. Kill them. And snipers are finally being activated, apparently. So here's what happens when you get to like the Fruit of Vault and Pro Job Bank Heist. You get random loot. So you get a surprise. Essentially, it's going to be one of three setups. You'll either get the setup where it's gold, like, you know, in the Pro Job Gold, I think. The other setup is that you might get deposits. And of course, deposits is just like, you know, the first time I sort of did this with the normal heist. You just go in there, you're sawing open the boxes and hoping that you're going to get some good stuff in there. Quite happy with all the cash we're getting. Yep, made him give up, because I can. And apparently he's not giving up, so... I'm not sure if there's like a limit on people you dominate. I don't think there is, but... Alright, that's basically all the loot. All those bags are taken out. Yeah, I guess there's a limit on Dominator, so you can't dominate, you know, constantly. Lots of hostages. I think what happens is that you're able to dominate one guy at a time, and you're able to joker guy at a time, but that's about as good as he gets. Okay, I need to get this loot out before the assault starts back up. Those guys are going for loot over there, but... Got 2 snipers over here. Oh! Hopefully I'll deal with those tasers. Yeah, bots are being incredibly slow here, but eventually they get me up. I'm not obliged to have to take all these bags, obviously. I've already got the escape available, but we'll try to. I think we literally are going to take them all. That's basically what Pro Drop Bank Heists is all about. Random, basically. That'll be it for the Bank Heist, and I'll actually know at this point, we've actually done all the really easy heists, so I'm quite happy about that. We're going to start pushing into like more difficult heists after this. Bane basically offers, you know, these heists like in a couple others early on, but these are really the ones I consider easiest, these on top of Vlad's. After these ones, there are some more difficult ones, and they can be a bit more of a chore to do, especially if you're new to it. But there's the last bank heist done, and hopefully I'll do a little bit better with, you know, stealthing and long gear, because there'll be, you know, another heist that we're going to do like that eventually down the road. And that's it, so hope you enjoyed.